So this is just a start. I have just gonna point out right first of all, I have no idea what I'm doing. I saw that the match started and wasn't doing anything, so I wanted to commentate on it, and I didn't have time to look over how to do the intro stuff, so I'm probably gonna mess something up. But here we are. This is uh, week one, I believe. Yeah, week one of the Seafoam Miles Draft League Season 2, in the game between Benji of the Canadian Milk Bags, I think, and Quintio. Sorry, I'm not. I'll probably be looking at the doc a lot. So, sorry, but Quintio. Oh, wait, Quintio is not his Discord name. Sorry. Yeah, already this is not going well. Um, alright, but Benji of the Canadian Milk Bags, I will. Okay. Okie dokie then. Benji's Z captains are for Z any Ice Q, which I don't. Yeah, Ice Q is not making an appearance here. And for Z attack, Hoopa confined. And then for Quintio, I don't think his name's Quintio on the doc, so that kind of annoying for me. But wait, he's not. No, he's not Leor. Okay. Um, okay. Oh, this is off to a great start. Summary. Charlie. Okay. Got it. All right. So we have Z any, right? Blue is, yeah. Z any, Thunderous Incarnate, and Z Attack Grand Bull. Thunder Eye is showing an appearance, and but Grand Bull is not. Megas for these teams are Venusaur for Benji, and I believe Swampert for Charlie, both of which are making an appearance this game. As we can see, uh, Charlie has a rain team, and Benji has a stall team. Um, Immediately, I'm seeing only counter for Spectrier by Benji is Blissey, which, as a lot of people know, is not the best counter because you can just taunt it and then set up and then just win. So this could potentially be very interesting. There's lots of threats. It's looking like a solid MU on Benji's part, as you have the Swampert. Like, the Rain team kind of gets shut down by Mega VNU for the most part, but there are definitely ways around it. Um, oh, I'm dumb. I completely missed. Hoopa is making an appearance, so maybe we'll see the Z Crystal on that. Um, I'm pretty sure that's all the intro stuff. So, looking like we can just hop right into this. Alright. Okie dokie, here we go. I was trying to go through the intro stuff pretty quickly because I did not, because I felt bad. I think I made him wait a bit long, but it's alright. And if you can hear any of, there's like some stuff going on outside. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you can hear that, sorry. I guess I'll just keep discussing the initial thoughts. Me and oh nope, never mind. Here we go. All right, we're gonna see a lead with Tangela, which is an interesting lead. And then Hoopa got with that Fort Quad weakness to Dark. We could see a knockoff coming off from the Tangela, which I would not be surprised to see. That could do some big damage right off the bat if Hoopa wants to nasty plot or something, or even just pop that Z turn one. Probably do some big damage, or maybe even kill. But definitely an interesting lead by Ben. Okay, we're gonna see the sleep powder, Interesting lead by Benji, because that could have given Spectre so much momentum. So the Psychic comes off, does a solid amount of damage, but considering Hoopa's special attack stat, that may be a specially defensive Tangle, and I wouldn't be too surprised, considering the Regieleki and Inteleon. I haven't actually looked at these teams outside of... I haven't looked at the teams outside of... Oh, that did a lot. These 6 that they have. But yeah, that Skull coming off did a lot of damage. That's probably either not very specially defensive Steela or a Pelipper with some solid Spadef investment. So we're going to see another double switch, this time into Thunderous and Hoopa. Hoopa's still asleep. Probably Benji's trying to stall out some of those sleep turns, and Thunderous more than likely going to be carrying Thunder, probably even a superpower to hit that Blissey. Yeah, Thunderous is looking very good this game, especially with that. If we can get a nasty plot up, it can probably break the Venusaur with Hidden Power, Flying, or Psychic. We could see a switch to Eleki here, and then maybe a Volt switch, or even a double into... Okay, it is just going to go into... Benji's just going to go into that Blissey. That was probably the safest play here. So now we're going to see if the Thunderous is going to be sub-nasty plot, or if it's going to show superpower. Because I don't think it would have room for sub-nasty plot, superpower, and then 1 nasty plot boosted attack. Unless it's... Could be workup. I don't actually even know if it gets workup. Thunderous work. It does not get workup. Alright. Oh. Sorry, my computer does that. I don't know why, but it's whatever. Alrighty, so looking like I'm expecting to see the Thunderous pull out a nasty plot here. Honestly, if it were to taunt it, it could be sub-taunt nasty plot. That could be a thing. We could definitely see that. I would not be surprised to see that at all, honestly. Not be surprised at all. Alright, that Thunderbolt's coming off doing nothing. Actually, that did a solid amount considering that it's a Blissey. But we're going to see a tiny bit of chip damage, and then the Seismic Toss is going to break that substitute, and the Rain is going to go away. I did not count, but it looks like that is not going to be a Damp Rock on the Pelipper. Alright, so from here... Probably seeing a switch into either Mienshao or... Yeah, there's the Mienshao. The Toxic is going to come off. That is probably not a huge deal for Mienshao due to the Regenerator ability. It is going to show the Protect. I say that was a solid play. The knockoff, probably good, just good safe play, considering you have the Hoopa right there, and knocking off the Blissey will help in the long run with its longevity. And then the knockoff, that was an easy switch by Benji. Mienshao can't really touch Venu too much. Thundy's coming in, is going to get leech seeded, and that's going to give Venu a little bit more health. I'm sorry if you hear my sister screaming. She really loves screaming at her dogs, but sorry if you hear that. Alright. So, yeah, that was good play by Charlie, and then double into Blissey. So we're probably going to see a U-turn. Yeah, there's the U-turn. That actually did not do very much. And that's looking like a reckless, or even maybe inner focus for whatever reason, Mienshao. And that leads me to believe it is high jump kick, so they would want to switch there so that to prevent the high jump kick crash damage. Alrighty, so here's the Swampert. We're going to see... Probably going to click an Earthquake here to catch the Venu on a switch. Because I think Venu will probably get 2-hit KO'd by Earthquake from this range. I would imagine. But we're going to see. Benji could just go into Steela predicting that, but if Charlie does just click Waterfall or whatever water move they have, that the Steela would be done for pretty much. Okay. So I wonder if I'm talking too fast, and I should talk slower because time in between turns when I run out of things to say, and they're thinking because, like, okay, so they did go to the steal and they did just click liquidation. So Benji made the prediction and kind of suffered for it, but looks like they are going to be having to protect, and that's going to get them barely within range of a liquidation, but now the rain's gone, so it will not kill. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that steal is probably max fizz death. That would be my assumption here. Alright, so the Pelipper's coming in, going to set that rain right back up, and Steela is going to be sitting at a solid amount of health now. Probably going to see a U-turn into Thunderous, maybe a protect by the Steela. As Charlie's just going to go hard Swampert, and Hooba's coming in. Gonna. Is it not counting? Does it not count unless they stay until the end of the? I thought that. Okay, that's fine. The Ice Punch. Hoopa is finally going to stall a turn of sleep, but not before it dies. So looks like we're not going to be seeing any Z's by Benji today. So now the Venu's coming in. We're going to see a Giga Drain, and that's just going to straight up kill the Mienshao. I think that must have been like reckless high jump kick because it was not regenerator. It wasn't getting health back from switching. So that was very interesting. I wonder if they felt that they needed that extra breaking power. So we're going to see 3 of Thunderous's moves here. It is carrying that HP Flying, which is pretty much expected at this point, considering that they have a whole Mega Venusaur. The Toxic comes off by Blissey, and the Pelipper is going to U-turn, go back into that Swampert. It's going to take a Seismic Toss for 30%, and we're going to see this thing probably click Earthquake, I would imagine. We're going to see Liquidation. Okay, that does nothing. This matchup, fantastic for Benji, but they definitely still have that threat of Spectrier that could just sweep later on in the game, especially if it's Calm Mind. Okay, so they're gonna synthesis up. Not entirely sure why that was, but maybe that puts them out of range to be 2-hit KO'd by Earthquake from Mega Swampert. Alright, so we're gonna see a Thunderbolt, and that's all 4 moves for Thundy, and it is gonna get Toxic, so definitely less effective as a sweeper now. It did not do very much with Thunderbolt, but it did some solid damage, which Benji will definitely have to heal off later in the game. Probably that last move is going to be Wish. I would imagine. And if that is the case, that means that there's nothing this thing can do to stop Spectre. If it's carrying Taunt, that is. If it's not carrying Taunt, then it can. Then it's going to get Toxic inevitably. Or even if it has Substitute. Because it definitely could have Substitute. I would just go Spectre here, to be honest. I'd just go Spectre here and try to get the game back. We're going to see. We're going to see what's happening here. That Blissey might not be carrying Shadow Ball, which could end up losing Benji the game, which would be very, very unfortunate. But the Spectre could even get around that. Okay, no Spectre. I'm starting to wonder if maybe the Spectre doesn't have Taunt or any way to beat the Blissey at all, actually. But very interesting. Very good game so far. Both sides have played well. Okay, so Benji predicting that U-turn, which I wouldn't like. Reasonable assumption. That was a reasonable assumption. Trying to Toxic something on the Switch. Very yeah. It was good. But Charlie, it looks like at this point, just trying to throw away their Pelipper and just get one last go. Okay, so they do show the Wish. That means that if Spectre has Taunt, then this Blissey just hard wins. Or no, sorry, the Spectre just wins. I could see, like, Taunt, Nasty Plot, or maybe not even Taunt. Nah, probably Taunt, yeah. Taunt, Nasty Plot, and Dark Pulse plus Shadow Ball. This thing could definitely, the Spectre, Charlie's definitely not out of the game. The Spectre could still do so much work, but Benji has so much momentum. That switch would, very nice, although that Flamethrower in the rain is doing nothing. And Steela is asleep now, which is very nice, because that means that it can't heal up with Leech Seed, and Inteleon's coming in. Here's the Spectre doing big damage with that Dark Pulse, but it's going to go down to the Dark Pulse from the Inteleon. Not sure if that crit mattered. If it's Specs, probably did not, but that's just very unfortunate that win con went down, so that win con went down immediately. Oh, and there's another crit. Oh, you know what I bet that is? I bet this is a sniper set with the, what's it called? Sniper set with, whatever that, I don't even know what it's called. All right, so looks like Benji has this game in the bag. Great first round, or great week 1 match. Benji's team is just so fat. That Blissey Venu steal is so frustrating. So frustrating. Alright. So that's going to be that. GG. Charlie is clearly upset, and like against this team, I can't blame him. This team, but both sides played very well. Benji obviously did a great job keeping their Mons alive. Great job not. I wonder why Spectre didn't click Shadow Ball on Inteleon there. Because if it had, could have killed it, and then just, I don't know. But hey, great game to both of them, and it'll be we didn't see any Z's this game, but I was just completely random. I don't know why I said that. A great game to both. It'll be great seeing them next week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.